special hello to all of you, leaders of the PNM party, Minister Raviji, Ravi Bharati, and all those who have gathered here. Thank you for having me. I feel that the bio that they read out was longer than my speech. I don't know where I keep getting all of these things. Anyway, I want to share with you a very wonderful concept which we think that the Hindus can share with the people of Trinidad and Tobago as we march forward in building our nation. Let me first congratulate the PNM on the 60th anniversary, and let us also compliment you for your longevity, your endurance, and your persistence. Others, not only political parties, but organizations, social, religious, and political, can learn from your survival, from your persistence, from your longevity. It means much that you could have endured while others have not. Longevity brings experience, true enough, but it may also bring a lot of expectations. And when you consider that the PNM is in the political field, it is of special significance to all the peoples of Trinidad and Tobago. On the occasion of your 60th anniversary, I choose to share a foundational principle of our Sanatana Dharma, a very ancient and comprehensive tradition, to propose a metaphysical tenet upon which to construct a firm basis for a shared principle between the people of the cloth, the clergy, and the people of the clout, the politicians. This is the principle of oneness. Politicians have the power to build bridges and to close gaps in society. This places politicians, all political aspirants, and all parties at the center of our hope for working for boundless faith in our destiny. As we give thanks on this 60th anniversary of the PNM, we pray for God's guidance in empowering politicians to work together for the national good. The PNM remains the oldest surviving party in Trinidad and Tobago, political party in Trinidad and Tobago, and therefore it is in a privileged position in shaping the texture and psyche of the nation. The leaders of the party have an undeniable leverage in steering and developing the national psyche and the basis on which the citizenry should think and act. The party has found itself, because of its longevity, in a very privileged position. In this regard, the Hindus would like to share the idea of oneness found in Bhagavad Gita with all the leaders of our nation. We feel that this metaphysical idea of oneness is the panacea for many of the ills of modern times. The Gita says, Avibhaktam vibhakteshu vibhaktam eva chastitam, that there is one unbroken reality which connects all of us. We who are seemingly diverse beings, it connects all of us into one unitary whole. There's an apparent diversity, but below the surface, we are all one. The celebrated New Zealand artist and composer Radha Sahar amply propagates this Gita doctrine when she says, the whole of planet Earth is a sacred site. All people are the chosen people. And the purpose of our lives is a spiritual one. May we care for each other and for the earth, for everything relates to everything else. Everything is tied to everything else, unquote. I believe Gandhiji said, in the absolute oneness of God, and therefore also of humanity. Though we have many bodies, we have but one soul. So the oneness idea which is there, presented in the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads and the ancient scriptures, is echoed throughout the ages by the native people of America, of South America, by great leaders of the world like Gandhiji, by artists and by everybody, the oneness of all things in the universe. When we speak of imbibing oneness, we do not merely envision equality of treatment before the law, that all people are equal before the law. One can be forced to treat everybody equally. So we're not envisioning that sort of oneness. That is a very costly affair. We are speaking of a paradigm shift in the psyche of the nation, aided by the influence of national leaders. The efforts to bring about an enlightened citizenry, we feel, must start at the top, with national leaders. The idea of oneness behoves us to work together as one people to face the challenges of the modern era. It is for the leaders to make unity and participation of all citizens a reality. Parties have to do more to become inclusive and tap into the genius of all the varied communities of Trinidad and Tobago. While we have been cast into the adversarial mold of politics, we have to see to it that we do not become a victim of the narrowness of that mold. Once the game is over, once the political game is over, then it is time to get down to the business of Trinidad and Tobago, to invoke broad, inclusive idea of one people, of oneness amongst all peoples. There's a crying need of all our people to unite beyond the boundaries of religion, politics, creed, and race, etc. And to put the welfare of Trinidad and Tobago first and foremost in our minds. The idea of oneness is quite often compared to the human body in the Shastras. It has individual cells that are all distinct, but all the cells of the body work for the benefit of the whole body. All organs operate with the welfare of the entire organism in mind. In Sanskrit, this is called as yajna, or sacrifice. Oneness naturally implies a sacrifice. We can't force people of Trinidad and Tobago, the peoples of Trinidad and Tobago, to sacrifice for the nation. It must come from the clear and healthy understanding of all of us being one. And that if we take care of the whole will take care of us. Another Gita principle, parasparam bhavayantaha, it says. Once we take care of the whole will take care of us. While all great thinkers have attested to the oneness of humanity, it is up to us and to the leaders who are in a privileged position to work together for the realization of this fundamental goal relating to this fundamental truth. Einstein once said that those who believe that politics and religion do not mix understand neither. The same sentiments were uttered by Gandhiji later on. We feel that it is time we enter into a process of building a metaphysical foundation for the oneness of humanity. In this regard, the Hindus will have much to offer and to discuss. I thank you.